Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Whale Nerds podcast. We are on episode number 45. My name is Slater, and I'm here with Eric and Katlyn.
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
And we are whale watching.
Yeah, we did go whale watching.
Well, we did go whale watching.
I got blown off the water today.
Oh, they canceled?
You did?
Yeah. It was blowing like over 40.
Whoa.
Guess what?
What?
Hold on, let me break it. Let me share it on this. Oh, I'm going to share it on my screen because of my email. I bought tickets today. I didn't even call you. I'm coming.
Oh my god! Slater bought tickets to come back to my house and didn't even tell me the days.
Oh, no.
Literally, so...
He's coming after you, Eric.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm coming. It's too soon because we're going to Vegas at like the end of January, so we're gonna take a little break, and then we're driving down January, February, and March to freaking LA to our parents.
And LAX Bandits.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, the 19th to the 24th.
Yay!
Yeah.
That'll be fun. And Eric's coming at the beginning of the month, so I'll get to see both of you.
Yeah, there's gonna be so many whales, Eric. Dude, there were so many while I was there, which we could talk about in a minute. But
woo! Awesome. So we all are traveling, huh?
Yes.
And confirmed, got my tickets for Mexico. 2 weeks. Baja. And Loretto.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be so cool.
The future looks good for whale watching for Slater more because it is not lately.
That's really good.
I actually called Kate today and she didn't answer. Kate Cummings.
Yeah, she's on the water today, and it got kind of bumpy offshore, so everyone's trying to probably pay attention to the wheel and the swell.
Looks like you guys have kind of a nice week coming up, though. I was creeping on your forecast.
I don't know. It's up and down.
Christmas Day looks the nicest, and of course you're not operating.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at tomorrow, and tomorrow's not looking. Looks a little wet, a little bit bumpy. The outside of the bay was kind of bumpy today. We all got drawn out there and looked at 3 humpbacks, and then we all went back inside because it was so bad. And we enjoyed harbor porpoise and coastal bottlenose. Nice.
Eric.
So the humpbacks has still been your main go-to in Monterey, yeah? No gray whales really yet?
You know, it's been pretty amazing. The humpbacks have been showing really well, and it literally just turned winter today. And the humpbacks, the gray whales have shown up. I actually had one Thursday or Friday right in front of Moss. And I know some of our fishing boats have been seeing them just a little bit outside of the bay. So yeah, they're slowly trickling in, and it should pick up a little bit more and more and more.
I don't have any.
I saw your.
They're holding up props in front of me on the screen.
I saw your bottlenose shot today, Eric. Was it today, right?
Yeah, bottlenose. Oh yeah,
nice.
So we had those right there along the beach too. So
wait, speaking of cool photos, Eric, can we please talk about that northern right whale dolphin photo for a second? That's rad.
Yes.
Yeah, that was literally
the exotic one.
The one that's like curved and looking at the camera. Did you not see it?
Don't be trying to out photo me, Eric. What the heck's going on here? Let me look.
It was a spray and pray photo. Myself and Pete got some pretty good shots that day. We got really lucky. Yeah. We got really lucky. It was a really, really bumpy day, and the dolphins were literally above us at one point. Yeah, and one decided to jump multiple times, like really close to us, and usually it's pretty far away. So we got multiple chances, and we got some pretty decent shots out of it.
The second shot on your post of the northern right whale dolphin. If you guys want to go, if the viewers or listeners want to go and look on Eric Austin Yeat's Instagram, you could really see that like tuxedo pattern kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the way down the tail.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
all the way.
Yeah, so we got really good looks at them. And the next day they got them, but they didn't get that jumpy. But white-sided and northern right whale dolphins have been showing pretty good. But yeah, you guys want to see them, go on my Instagram. It's private, so become my friend, and I'll let you see them.
Was it
maybe we'll use it as the thumbnail for the podcast.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh yeah, okay.
What was the was it bumpy that day? Because this last shot on that slide, it looks like you're almost looking up to it.
Exactly. I was looking up at them. It's been really bumpy outside the bay. We even had a few moments that seemed like the humpback whales were above us and they weren't even breaching. So a little bit bumpy outside, but hey, it's Monterey. We still go out anyway because whales have been really good this fall. This is actually one of the best falls I think I've ever had.
It's not even fall anymore. It's winter.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas is in like 3 days.
Yeah, I forgot. I even just said that myself. Yeah, it's the 21st. It's the shortest day. Yeah, and it's It's been amazing, and I'm still kind of worried about the gray whales because of that hit they took last year. So we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of think the gray whale migration is going to be rough again this year. It's usually not just a 1-year deal.
Yeah, and the one that showed up in front of Moss looked really. I don't think it was one of those like lost whales. It looked pretty chunky and healthy. So yeah, things are starting to look good so far. We'll see what happens.
Dude, you guys see where Adam is?
Yeah,
it's in Belize.
Dude, is this a nurse shark right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm gonna share it on my story.
Yeah.
What's it called?
There was some whale news.
I have lots of whale news.
Yeah, lots of stuff.
A lot of whale news, yeah.
Do you want to talk about Hawaii first, Slater, and then we'll do whale news?
Hawaii's awesome. Dude, I just honestly don't even need whales. I just stare in the blue water and cry, and then I'm good. Oh, Eric, did you see the video? Oh yeah, you saw my story. You had to have seen it. Of the humpback, the captain was sticking her phone in when they were coming underneath the boat.
Oh yeah, Captain Amy, right? Yeah.
Have you met her before?
I haven't met her, but I saw the iPhone footage. I was like, what? I didn't know you jumped in or what.
Yeah.
No, you can lean off the side of that rib and just let it go.
Bro, this is so clear with the iPhone and the bottlenose dolphin. Oh my. Put me in the water. Someone. I'll hold on to a pec fin and go for a ride.
iPhones take surprisingly good underwater footage. Slater, was she using a housing or is that just
the the Life Proof # sponsored by Life Proof? It'd be cool.
And her
Slater
iPhone
was trying to buy one while he was here. We couldn't find
Dude, I went to so many shops, nobody had them.
And her iPhone was actually waterproof, unlike your earlier one, right?
Yeah, unlike Amber's. Okay, so the first night I think I get there, they got out of their class. Maybe it might have been second night, but they got out of this class and I was meeting them to go to a talk on coral.
Oh, cool.
And we talked about it in the last podcast, didn't we?
Yeah.
The coral. But so we went and I saw Caitlin was standing on the beach with holding all the stuff and sitting by it. So I was like, screw it. So I took my shoes off and walked out into this little
it's a fishing pond, a historic fishing pond.
Yeah, so it's just it's just a jetty, a little rock wall on the outside of it that holds all the water in there. It doesn't hold it in there, but it you know what I mean? So the turtles all come and they rest on the rocks in there at night, it seems like.
Uh-huh.
And you can walk right over, you don't walk all the way up to them, but you can walk 100 yards away or whatever. And Amber one starts swimming towards her feet. We see it in the water. So she sticks her, she's like, should I do it? I'm like, do it. She sticks her phone in the water, but upside down halfway. And so she didn't get it into the charging port or anything. And then she, excuse me. And then she comes back and then it turns off immediately.
Oh,
and
no.
So we get back to the beach and Caitlin's like, didn't you just get your screen replaced because it was cracked? So it wasn't the original screen.
Oh no.
Yeah,
she forgot.
That's why it broke, because it wasn't the original screen.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
lesson for you listeners.
So think about it. Caitlin, Amber, Slater, we've all stuck our phone in for jellies and stuff, and they've all broke.
Died, but it was definitely
but it broke.
The rest of the
time. Mine just had a defect on the SIM card port. The O-ring. Yeah, that was whack.
The home button just didn't work anymore, but I could still use the phone.
Yeah, so
mine was for jellyfish.
Oh, by the way,
crazy.
we kind of talked about it last week, but when we went snorkeling, Eric, down by their house, dude, we were out for at first there was one turtle, and then it was 2 turtles, and then it was 5 turtles, and then it was 2 turtles together, and then this one turtle actually swam down to the bottom into this little it was in a rock, into a ledge, and he just laid in there.
Yeah, they napped in there.
Must be nice, bro. I wish I could take naps underwater.
It was really cute. And if you know what you're looking for when you're snorkeling, you can actually see the areas where they do that, because it looks like a turtle. Because they've cleaned off all the coral and algae and stuff and carved it out.
You'll be surprised. Yeah, those turtles, especially when they're napping, their heart rate drops, like blue whale low, and they can stay sleeping down there for, hour or more. So
yeah, the longest recorded for Hawaiian green sea turtle is 5 hours.
Is it really? That's nuts.
Yeah, because I think they just barely take a sip of air, and then they just hold it in there. I don't even know how they do it.
It's the heart rate. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have a diaphragm either. So actually, how they get that extra compression to breathe is they push their pec fins down when they throw their head back and up. That helps them like breathe at the surface.
Did you see the photos, Erica, that I took of the turtles? Maybe I should post one tomorrow.
I saw your on your story. Facebook. Yeah, you put a story. You put that little one with the head popping up by the
yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. The other one you posted was farther away from the turtle.
Did we tell you when we were snorkeling? Also, if you free dove down about 10 feet, you could hear whales.
Oh yeah, I saw your little post about it. Yeah, I wanted to hear that.
You guys want to hear some whales?
It was really distant, so it was kind of hard to hear. But like pretty soon, I think you'll hear it a lot.
Hopefully I can still hear them when I get there.
Dude, did anyone listen to the hydrophone yesterday?
Bro, when you get there, you're gonna hear them. We were hearing them through the hole.
Really?
Yeah. Here, listen to this whale real quick.
Okay.
Dude, this whale dove right in front of us, and then started singing. You could tell it was a whale that was just right there.
I love that.
Is that an elephant?
Yeah, is that a cow?
I love that.
It sounded like a cow for a second. You guys weren't whale watching. You were cow watching.
Actually, someone said, if I had to describe a whale song, it'd be like drowning farm animals. I was like, oh no, but that's also not wrong.
So, Katlyn, is there plenty of humpbacks in off the islands right now, or should people wait a little bit longer, or what's the story?
They're definitely starting to trickle in. Like they're seeing them on every trip. Amber had a pretty good comp pod the other day.
Oh, cool.
And it was really windy this week, so I always look from land, but I just saw a lot of whitecaps this week, but I'm sure they're around. I did see them on my last snorkel trip when we were driving to and from snorkel sites. So they're definitely around. It's just we had a tough week with the weather. Like today I was supposed to be on 2 whale watches this afternoon, and they called me after the 6:30 a.m. one, and we're like, dude, we're like losing stuff off the boat. Like it's way too windy. We can't go the rest of the day. And I was like, no.
Dude, that's the problem about being out there
for a week.
That's the problem about being out of Matlaya, huh?
Yeah, I think they canceled a lot of stuff in Lahaina today too, because it was just blowing everywhere. It was like big trade winds, so like out on the approach to like Kahului, the other side of the island, it was like gusting up to 60. So like no place was safe today.
Wow, that's blowing hard in here.
Yeah.
Eric, my first trip out, we had I feel like we had like a pretty good, we had like a 3 or 4 little comp group. And then we had a couple singles. I think we ended up having like 12 whales on my first trip. And then like the next day it was okay. It was same thing. And then the third day I think was incredible. Like we had like a group of like 6 or 7 in a comp group. And then Kit went under the boat multiple times. That's what's awesome. You could sit in one spot and they circle. And what was cool about the other comp pod, it had like 2 or 3 bottlenose in it, but I only saw one at a time. But then when they split off, you'd see a couple bottlenose pop up. But wherever the bottlenose would go, I think the female was following them.
Oh, no way.
So the bottlenose was coming to the boat, like how they do, and then they keep going by. They weren't like hanging out with the boat, but they would pass right by us.
Will these comp pods get bigger as more whales get into the area? I mean, how many?
I think so.
How many are you seeing in the comp pods now?
Most of them have been 6 to 8 whales that I've heard everybody seeing, and
that's awesome.
Also heard that they do get a lot bigger, like 12 plus.
Dude, I think what's his name, Jordan Lerma has literally some footage that he hasn't. I think it's for a documentary, and it's like I want to say it's like well over 25 whales.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, 20.
I think you were there when he showed us that video.
Yeah.
At dinner.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Oh wait. I want to tell them about my last trip. My last trip, private charter, I went out on the boat, and they we saw literally like 2 whales, and they all held their breath the entire time, like 20-minute dives, like, and we were running away from rain, so we like drove out, and like you could see the rain behind us, and then it moved, and then we went back behind it, like, and it just disappeared, the rain. But yeah, my like only private trip with just me on the boat. There was no whales at all.
Oh.
So
but you did go on the Celestial cruise with me when I was working.
Literally, oh my God, Eric! I wish I could come and see your reaction when you hear this lady talk.
You have to go on it, Eric, when you're here.
Why?
I'm taking Margot on it 100%.
Will it remind you of someone?
No.
No, she she's just okay. So the night Slater went, there was a big fire on the other side of the island, and so it was really smoky over on our side because it all blew.
Videos. Yeah, I saw your videos.
So that made it hard to see the stars because there was a lot of smoke.
And there was clouds and stuff.
And yeah, it was a little bit cloudy. So Harriet just like freestyled it all trip because there wasn't many stars to point out.
Dude, listen to this. She's on the front of the boat, and she's like, "What do you call like the sections or something like that? Like each section of the stars?" And then I didn't hear the question, and I just heard like, "What do you call each section or whatever?" So I said paragraph, like, but I said it in the galley, and she heard, and she goes, "No." She started cracking up. Like the whole boat was like paragraph.
Behind the bar, just like, oh my god, this is my guest ticket on the boat.
I literally did not expect her to hear me. I was like downstairs in the galley, and I was like, a paragraph, like jokingly, and she heard it, and she said it over the PA.
Like, not a paragraph, idiot.
You know what she had, Eric, was the laser pointer that you have.
Oh yeah, those are fun. Yeah.
Dude, it was like touching the stars. She was lightsabering the stars out of the sky.
Yeah, people don't believe me that those lasers work for pointing out stars, and I used it in Pacific Grove the other day, and people were like, "What?" It's like, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's showing people how to find the North Star and stuff like that. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, we did talk about the North Star, and the Pleiades and Cassiopeia, which actually in Hawaiian they call frigate bird.
Oh, really?
I think that's more appropriate than a queen sitting on a throne. I think it looks like a frigate bird. I think they're right because it's very like M-shaped. And then she talked a lot about Polynesian navigation, and she really went for it on the testicular navigation.
Oh God, here we go about that again.
Slater was like he could not contain himself. He was just laughing the whole time. It was so funny.
So I got this app called Skyview, and I was like pointing the stars out before she could, because I was aiming them at them.
The Southern Cross is visible down here now for like another couple of weeks, because like at the winter solstice you can see it.
Nice.
So that's cool.
Yeah, that's really cool that you guys offer that. Yeah, being on ships is like some of the best, conditions to see all those constellations and stuff like that. And if the person who's teaching this stuff knows what they're talking about, they can show you the seasonal stuff and all kinds of cool stuff.
Oh yeah, they're telling you it's like basically like full on calendar, bro. They can know exactly what date it is.
Yeah. Especially down there. I mean, even like you mentioned the navigation there,
the Polynesians and stuff.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. Yep.
Yeah,
that was cool.
That was fun. It was
Slater
funny.
Had a great time,
man. She was just so funny. I was literally dying. Like I was.
I have a headache from laughing.
Yeah, I was like, my cheeks hurt. It was so funny.
It's kind of funny now that I've traveled. I mean, we all have traveled so much. Have you noticed that a lot of whale watching boats now, depending on what part of the world they're in, they can do these celestial trips during the evening? Like, they have the Northern Lights trips over there in Iceland right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Haganes, the place I went whale watching with in Iceland. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They have humpbacks right now, like full blown. Do you follow their Facebook?
Yeah, I saw their post today.
Full snow. The whole city's covered in snow. God, I wish I could fly like right now.
Yeah. Slater's next thing is cetaceans with snow. That's what he wants.
Yeah. Another one of our Instagram followers.
Hawaii's not helping.
Yeah, another one of our Instagram followers is in the northern part of Norway right now. And same thing, they got these awesome shots of snowy mountains with orca, in the foreground. I was like, oh.
Yeah. So one of the local guys, one of the uncles was sitting. I was doing outreach up on the Poly, so we have outreach stations in a couple different places on Maui during whale season. Mm-hmm. And these two uncles were sitting in the dirt part of the parking lot. They sit there every day, they said, for the last 20 to 30 years, and they watch whales in the morning. He has his own specific rock he always sits on. And he gets upset if someone moves it. So he said sometimes Haleakala has snow on it during whale season. So you can't get a snow-capped whale photo.
Yeah. Dude, when I went up there with my friend, that's where we were going up, towards the crater.
Yeah.
We got about halfway, but then the road we chose to go on ends. Like, well, you could go on a 4x if you have like a truck. We were in my rental car, so
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I didn't scrape the bottom or anything. It's fine.
The Hyundai Elantra was not going to handle the
The
4.
potholes were not having it. So, but dude, it got to 48 degrees up there, which is
Really?
a big difference when you're at 88 down below.
85. Yeah, down. Yeah.
So
So
that's like nighttime here in Monterey right now. We're hitting the 40s. Yeah.
oof, it was so. When I got back, Caitlin, that night, I was shivering. Dude, you just take me from 80-degree weather and put me in 48-degree weather.
Yeah, it's been in the 80s every day in the afternoon here.
I'm really cold all day long, Caitlin.
Okay, well, you can come, Eric, anytime.
It's 52. Oh, it's gonna rain all tonight, Eric.
Yeah, I'm already gonna wear. We're planning on wearing all Grundens tomorrow. I'm gonna look like a Deadliest Catch extra.
It's supposed to end like at 4 in the morning. I don't think you have to.
Did you listen to the hydrophone last night?
No, I read someone's post that they were going off.
It was good. The humpbacks were really loud all night, and then there was dolphins all night. I heard Rizzo's and northern right whale dolphins and Pacific white-sided dolphins.
So you're still listening to Monterey Bay whales all the way in Hawaii, huh?
Yeah, I listen to it before I go to bed.
Isn't technology wonderful?
And then I'll wake up in the middle of the night and be like, "Oh, the whales are still singing."
Oh, that's funny. That's awesome.
I literally showed him the humpback sing in Monterey on the website while we were watching the humpback sing in there. Oh, Eric, you want to hear something interesting that did I talk about it last time about where they think they're giving birth at?
No.
Well, it's like, I mean, they probably thought this for a long time, but they just
which population?
The Hawaiian humpbacks.
Yeah, in Hawaii.
So they think that what's happening is like the humpbacks are giving birth on the outside of the islands coming in.
Oh,
so
wow.
that way, like if it like attracted any like predators or something, or if the whale was sick, or like whatever, like it kind of makes sense, right? There's a big placenta and blood that comes out, and like I don't know, I'm sure it attracts sharks when that thing comes out.
Oh yeah, definitely, or especially out.
They said if you chummed in the water here, it would only take like 30 minutes for like sharks to show up.
Oh yeah, the shark trips over there are always successful. The people who go free diving over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they think that maybe they're having them like the one lady said she's seen like, not her personally, but they've seen like only 5 placentas in 20 years.
Yeah, and 2 of them were last year.
Yeah.
In the same season.
So what organizations mainly keep track of that population out there and do a lot of research? I know Pacific Whale Foundation sent a lot of people to Barcelona. Is that the main organization? You guys, Caitlin, that take care of all that?
So there's a newfound wave of collaboration. It seems here in Hawaii. So Pac Whale, Cascadia, and Happy Whale are all working together now.
Oh, cool.
And so they still have like some proprietary boundaries with their information, but their catalogs are merging. I'm not sure how much of Cascadia is merging for humpbacks, but like the O'Donoghue stuff seems to be working together in a collaborative effort a lot now. And then NOAA also was saying that they're on board with Happy Whale in the pre-season meeting. So I think cool. Ted built some serious partnerships out here and had some big wins the last 2 years or so. And so they seem to be coming together. I don't know if there's a lot of funding here in Maui for like an institution to do it, but I think on Big Island, like Adam Pack is still working on stuff, and a couple other groups. It's probably through University of Hawaii. So it looks like it's getting a little more collaborative, but it's still a little scattered out. But people are taking fluke photos for sure, and like Happy Whale starting to kind of merge everything, which is nice.
Awesome. Yeah, I looked on there and I see Happy Whale up there in the submission. So Pacific Whale Foundation. That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's good.
Oh, wow. The first time this whale was just sighted. Okay, so you guys, I just brought up my Happy Whale from the trip, and all of mine got the ones I turned in. This one was the first time it's been seen. Let's see this one. Okay, 1986.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty cool. This I think was a female, and she goes to she goes to she goes to Alaska, Admiralty Island.
That's awesome.
Dude, isn't that freaking epic?
I just had one too, like 2 days ago. That was the first time that's been submitted, and it's an older whale, but yeah, it's spotted right here in the Monterey Bay. So can't wait to see who sees it again.
And she was last seen August 2017 here in Maui.
That's
cool.
awesome.
In the same area. Isn't that cool?
Nice.
Dude,
wow, so
isn't that incredible?
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Even that a few year gap is pretty crazy too.
Let's check out my other ones, dude.
But that might be more common for you guys, right, Caitlin? Because you guys obviously have a bigger population of humpbacks compared to me right now.
Yeah, 10 to 12,000 whales come through Maui County every winter.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a lot of whales.
Yeah, that 10 to 12,000 better be there when I get there.
Okay, I mean, they don't all come at the same time, but yeah, like
what time do they come to Maui County?
At any given time during the month of February is my understanding.
And when do they jump?
I don't think you're gonna get a single breach while you're here, Eric.
So how come this whale doesn't say anything? What's going on here?
It hasn't been identified yet. If it's blank, if it just says one.
Count one, yeah.
Yeah, that means it hasn't been identified yet. They can run it through again, or just wait for a match.
Or
this
they might
need count one too. That's sadder than sad.
You'll be
later. You can come catch more Pokemon.
This one's in the Cascadia CRC 16215, but it hasn't been sighted anywhere else. That's kind of a bummer in the summer.
Well, we'll see. As more people submit to the database, and like after this season, we'll see what happens. But
we talked about Happy Whale pretty much on our previous podcast, right? Or do we need to re-explain?
No, I think we've done a pretty good job of talking about it in previous episodes. If you don't know what it is, happywhale.com. Go check it out.
Check out Slater more.
It's a cool place to put your flukes. It's a central database. It's a public platform, and a lot of people are starting to use it, which is really, really cool.
Dang, Sorry.
I always call it a humpback whale yearbook.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
A whale I saw in LA, Rocky Balboa, was seen in La Paz, or down past La Paz. Or Lake Cabo, I guess.
Nice. Yeah, they're slowly trickling down.
Dude, this is fun when all your whales start popping up in places, huh?
And that's the neat thing about traveling too. You look at your Happy Whale map, you're like, "Whoa, I'm all over." You feel like Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide, you know. No, really, because I was so happy. I got that like Newfoundland whale, you know. So I got sightings in Canada now. I was like, yay!
Oh my goodness!
Whoa.
So, speaking of matches, did you guys see that news about the killer whales that were in Italy and then they matched them?
In Genoa and Shetland Iceland, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy cool.
Yeah, that's a really cool sighting. I never knew they even saw killer whales off of Italy, so that's pretty cool.
I think it's not super duper common for sure. But yeah, it's really cool that they were able to match them. Unfortunately, that group of killer whales, it looks like one of the females had a calf while they were in the Mediterranean and it died. So there's definitely footage coming out of there of a female pushing around a calf.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I don't know what happened there.
How many miles is that?
It's pretty far.
Pretty far.
I don't know.
Put in the Google Maps.
Is it over 1,000?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
From Iceland to the Mediterranean? Yeah. Oh yeah. It's got to be. It's got to be like 2,000 miles.
Yeah, it's far.
That's really far.
Eric.
Slater.
Do you want to go halves on underwater housing? I need one for Tonga.
Do I get the?
I need to come up with like $7,000 and buy Tonga.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna rent one, but like the place that I rent from doesn't have it. I don't even know where to rent one from, honestly.
For a 5D?
Yeah, from my camera, and the port, and the lens, and the zoom kit, and the vacuum sealing, and like the turkey burgers and all that stuff, dude.
Aren't you a professional photographer? Isn't that just like a tax write-off?
Yeah, okay, credit card, you got it.
Yeah, except you gotta have the upfront money too.
I almost signed up for the Hawaiian Airlines credit card today. But they weren't gonna approve me in time, so I was like, "Screw it!" I paid cash for it.
Let's do a GoFundMe for Slater.
Eric, if you sign up for the Hawaiian Airlines credit card to spend $1, you do have to pay $100 a year on it, but you get a free round trip from anywhere in California and a 50% off companion. And on top of that, I heard if you're flying out of LA, you can go round trip twice to Maui.
Really?
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
But
$100 a year, you gotta go to Maui.
Caitlin and Amber are gonna be tired of seeing us if we keep on using that card.
They're only gonna be there for like
Sure,
4
let
months.
you guys be to your own devices in the living room. We'll be like, bye, see you tomorrow.
I'll come the 6 to the 7 or whatever, 1st to the 7th. I know. I'll hit it big in Vegas.
Oh my god!
I want to put 20 in, win a car, sell the car, and then fly to Maui from Vegas.
Oh god, you got everything planned out so right.
This is a really solid scheme.
Oh, so let's go, Caitlin. Let's talk about real whale news. Okay, now I glanced over your paper really quick. Tell people about whale skin.
Oh yes, the skin maintenance migration. Okay, so a paper came out this week, and it started as the focus of Antarctic killer whale ecotypes. So Bob Pittman and his collaborators, and then anecdotal information and some scientific sighting information from researchers in the Southern Hemisphere kind of all came together in one paper about a big motivation for migration is for skin maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
So living in really, really cold water, whales pull blood away from their skin. And then that means that they accumulate a lot of diatoms and potentially can get skin conditions. So they've observed and tagged killer whales that have gone up to like the subtropics to like above 30 degrees latitude. And only to like go up there and then just turn right back around and come back. And they think that it's to slough their skin. So when they're in warmer water, they can push the blood all the way out to their extremities and they can shed all that skin off. And then the new layer starts to grow and then they head back to the cold water to feed. And so they're through that evidence, specifically with killer whales, they're pushing that skin maintenance actually plays a bigger role in all cetacean migration than was previously given credit for.
Yeah.
Because like belugas also do skin maintenance migrations.
Yeah. There's a lot of clues about that, especially a lot of us, like the most popular skin maintenance is like the rubbing rocks. You know, people know about that over in the Pacific Northwest. And also bowhead whales actually towards the northeastern part of, I believe the northeastern part of Canada, they, for like hundreds of years, they noticed they always gather at this really shallow location. And it turns out they're using rocks to kind of rub off some skin also. So yeah, big and small cetaceans all do this.
Well, and the bowhead whales actually is another good example of an argument that they had about calf thermoregulation maybe playing less of a role in migration necessity, because some Arctic species like killer whales, bowhead whales, and belugas and narwhals have calves in that cold water and the calves survive.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, while it is still probably a key component as the motivation for these big migrations of baleen whales, it's probably not nearly as dire of a motivator as other things.
Yeah.
So it kind of shift the perspective on like why do whales migrate, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you guys see the ribs of the whale that has the harpoon in it?
No, where'd you see that?
Oh, I'll send you a link real quick of a picture. It was on Cedofauna, I thought. Maybe it was on Instagram.
Was it the bowhead whale or what was it?
Just click that link I sent you. It's like stuck in the ribs. Like it went through and then it calcified over it or something. I don't know if that's a word, but
oh yeah, so this was.
Is this the bowhead?
Yeah, so I think this was how they got the original age estimate of bowhead whales, is because it had this harpoon tip in it, and the company that made these went out of business like over 200 years ago.
Oh, okay, but I knew that story, but I didn't know that this was I never saw the image from this. You saw this image?
I don't know if I saw this image with it, but I think it's probably the same thing based on.
Because from what I heard, this is the harpoon that was from that. Click the next one. That harpoon's the head that was in the bowhead, I think.
You know what? The Slater, the original picture you sent me, they said that was a deer.
What?
Yeah, that looks too narrow to be cetacean ribs, actually.
What?
Oh yeah,
look how big it is.
Survived for years after bone.
The scale's off. In fact,
maybe it was a deer.
If you look at that
that
tip,
is like a bow and arrow tip.
Exactly. That looks like a broadhead. Let me take a look at your other picture.
Look, it says ribs belonging to a whale, which survived his harpoon caused by a harpoon. This was calcified by the organisms in the animal remaining attached to the bones until he died.
Looks too.
I saw it on a whale Instagram, I thought. But you know how it is. Someone probably shared it and then changed it and then shared it and then changed it.
Yeah, like I see several things saying it's a deer.
Okay.
Bummer, but the story is true.
So crazy how the bones like just fixed over it, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that brings up a good point that there was also some news going around about the genetic testing of whales and their age. And they think they've got a better number on bowhead whales, and they definitely live over 250 years.
That number keeps on going up. It's kind of amazing.
I can't wait till we're 80 years old, and then I was like, I saw a Casper, I saw whatever whale like in 2011, and it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
like it's gonna be 2090, and we've already seen these whales.
You're about to say Casper. We've been seeing him a lot, actually.
I was gonna say Caspian, the last.
Oh, Caspian. Okay,
it's just whale Casper. Up in British Columbia, yeah, but yeah, Casper too.
You saw Casper this week, right?
Yeah, Casper showed up about 2 or 3 times this week for us. In fact, he stayed off of Cannery Row for the first trip and second trip, and I think even the next day, everyone got to see him again. Yeah.
Nice. So the other piece of whale news I had was I tracked down the scientific information about the whales fixing more carbon than trees.
Oh yeah, whales being as valuable as 1,000 trees. Yeah.
Yeah. So the International Monetary Fund put it out right before the Global Climate Summit in Madrid, and so that was pretty interesting that they're like advocating for conserving whales as a way to help combat the effects of climate change because whales fix way more carbon every year than trees do.
Great. I have a feeling they're just going to be producing whales in pools and letting them sit there, like breathing.
No, they have to be in the wild for it to work.
Yeah, because they have to poop, and then they have
Pooping.
to... Yeah, and then the phytoplankton. I know, but I can see some dumb person be like, oh, why don't we just breed a bunch of them, keep them in these little pools? It's what the whales do that produces. It's not the whales themselves. They're not breathing out oxygen.
So the whales work as a nutrient pump, bringing nutrients from the depths to the surface. They also mix the water column when they do that. But then they also took into consideration how much carbon is fixed when a whale dies, because all that mass of a whale, like a 33-ton whale, goes to the bottom of the ocean and it doesn't go back into the atmosphere. So, and then it supports a whole ecosystem in the seafloor as well. So whale falls and whale poop are going to save our planet.
Hey, Caitlin, what were you telling me they were drilling for? What, cobalt or something?
Yes. Deep sea mining for cobalt is like a new
You know about that, Eric?
thing.
No, where's that?
They're trying to do it several different places right now. I'm not
Great
sure.
Barrier Reef.
I think a lot of it's in the Atlantic. But yeah, that's like a whole nother, exploitation of the ocean. And we need cobalt for our electronics. Yeah.
Yeah, if they keep coming out with an iPhone every 6 months.
Make your iPhones last. Don't dunk them in the ocean taking pictures of animals.
We should just use cans and strings.
Write letters. We'll all become pen pals again.
Yeah.
Dude, what if I try to float a can all the way to Caitlin's house?
No, then you'd be contributing to the garbage patch. Don't do that.
And there'd be a string.
And maybe entanglement. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Too bad I'm using whatever. Eat my hair. Like Jack Sparrow, okay?
Oh my gosh. Hair from your back to raft up sea turtles.
Yeah. I bet I could ride a sea turtle across the Pacific, dude. I had to put some sunblock on my back, but
I don't
hold two of those things.
I don't think they go that way.
Yeah, they do. What do you mean?
Well, it depends on which sea turtle, I suppose.
They could go where they want, dude.
Leatherback would kill you on its dive. It would just take you down so deep, and then you just
pop. Yeah.
Oh no, the ones I'm riding are like basically skipping out of the water. Like
okay, Aquaman.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like a scene from Aquaman.
Oh, Caitlin, speaking of sea turtles, have you witnessed yet or heard about the sea turtles that people think are bleeding, but it's actually the algae they eat that make them kind of ooze out or drool out like this almost blood color fluid.
Out of their mouth or what?
Yeah.
No.
You'll probably hear about that soon, but there's a certain type of algae they eat around the Hawaiian Islands that make them ooze out this dark red, almost maroon, liquid, and everyone thinks like, oh no, this turtle's dead, but
no,
it's actually.
I haven't heard that yet. I'll have to.
I'll find the
watch out.
details or ask some of the locals, and they'll tell you about it. I forgot the name of the algae, but it's it's something the greens love to eat.
Oh my gosh. You guys, look at this picture of a sea turtle at the sea.
You froze.
It's because he's doing so much with his computer.
Just like short circuit himself. The other thing that I saw on Marmam is the spring internships for a lot of different places around the world are starting to get posted. So if you're looking for spring and summer internships, start looking now because I've seen at least 4 or 5 on Marmam this week.
You see that they're paying someone to go to Shetland to look for the whales?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about applying.
Dude, they're paying you like what, $20,000 a year or something?
Yeah.
To live there full time looking for whales, like the killer whales when they pop up.
It's a simple life there.
Community science based like shore whale watching reporting program.
But is it like once a year they show up, or like is there humpbacks and stuff there too?
Once a year.
Like I gotta see whales.
See like bottlenose dolphin, minke whales, harbor porpoise.
How's the internet?
What?
How's the internet there?
Why are you gonna go over there?
He's gonna be on the island. It's like there's no Wi-Fi here.
You apply. We'll both apply. We'll see who gets it.
Dude, I don't got any degrees.
May the best whale nerd win.
You'll be surprised. Some of those observer positions actually don't require a degree, but just at least a certification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like a vision check.
I don't even think that one requires that.
Can you see this? No.
But yeah, it's Whale and Dolphin Conservation UK. So WDC, the UK office, is looking for a policy officer for their northern region. So, yeah, if you're interested in applying, they posted it on their website, and you do like wildlife surveys and then community liaison, that kind of stuff. So,
okay, if one of our listeners gets this position, we'll add them to the podcast. We'll have them on the podcast, and they could like once in a while to check in on what's going on over there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's actually a really good idea. Didn't we actually do have some listeners in the early days actually kind of
Rob, we should have Robbie.
Yeah. Let us know how
they're
They should let us know how they're doing and all that stuff. Yeah, we should do that. Reach out to them.
Oh, Robbie messaged us on Patreon, Caitlin. Did you see that? No. Yeah, I saw it, and then I literally got on the plane, and then actually I went to click log in, and I didn't have the password, so I don't know what happened with my phone.
I'll log in and try and look for it.
Yeah, so, but yeah, dude, if any of our listeners has gotten a job since like listening to the podcast or from one of these Marmams, that'd be cool to have you on the podcast.
Yeah, let us know. We do it via Skype now, so it's easier to get guests on there from wherever.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, guys, reach out to us and let us know how you're doing if you were either inspired by us or you got a position because of us.
Sweet.
It's so hot at Caitlin's house. I can feel it from here.
I know,
yeah, do I look like I'm
freezing?
Warm? It's warm.
Dude, you're sweating,
in a tank top and
I want to turn on. Yeah, and I want to turn on the heater here.
And
the only thing is they had the fan on at their house, like the ceiling fan, and it hurts my throat really bad in the morning. Because at night it's blowing all night, Yeah. Like the dry air. Dude, it's so hot. I didn't have sheets on. I had nothing on that bed, man. It was just freaking hot.
That's me every night with like 2 fans on also, and like no sheets, nothing.
And I was having asthma in the middle of the night every night.
It's funny.
You're really selling this Hawaii experience, Slater.
Hey, I'm just saying, dude. If you have asthmatics, you better bring an inhaler there. Because, do you know why? Because humidity creates dust and mold, I guess.
I don't know. I dusted and vacuumed before you came, but what can you do?
It's not you. It's the planet.
All that lava dust.
Oh, I saw 2 geckos while I was there. The green one, very vibrant green one.
Oh, you did
and I
see the
pulled out my
geckos.
phone to look at it, and it freaking ran up in the thing, and I never saw him again.
Yeah.
Then I saw a little brown one.
Yeah, they're
Lots
fat.
of little brown ones.
Yeah. Dude, little gecko, dude, he's like chilling on the thing.
Yep, that's Hawaii for you.
Like that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and Eric, dude, you have to go up to the lavender farm. It's up towards whatever Akala.
Haleakala.
Yeah, and they have Jackson's chameleons.
Oh, no
We'll
way.
go look for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's freezing up
look.
there, which I don't make sense why they'd be up there, but yeah, they people have pictures of them like
Jackson's
on the
chameleons, you'll be surprised, and welcome to the Chameleon Podcast, everyone. They don't really like, unlike some chameleons, they live more in like a Mediterranean climate, so they thrive there.
So it's like half hot, half cold?
Yeah, they don't need something super warm. Like you got some chameleons that like are like in Madagascar, for example, and they can deal with a little bit more heat. And in Jackson's, you'll be surprised. There's actually a population of Jackson's chameleons that are in Laguna Beach, California, and they're thriving. There used to be a rumor, and then I personally actually was able to go find some myself over there. So yeah, you'll be surprised where Jackson's chameleons can thrive.
Well, we'll go look for them.
Okay, I'm there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna put out we'll probably put out another podcast after Christmas, maybe before New Year's. We'll see.
Yeah, I could do one like I think we'll be on the 27th. So, or Eric, are you going down?
I'll be back in Redondo Beach until I think the day after.
When do you leave?
Christmas. Probably as soon as Monday night. So.
Okay, we're leaving Monday morning.
Okay. Well, if we don't get to put out another episode before then, Happy New Year to all of our listeners. Thanks for sticking with us. We're gonna be coming up on our 1-year anniversary pretty soon, you guys.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You guys want to know something sad?
What?
That on our way home from freaking Maui, coyote ran in the road and we hit it.
Oh.
Yeah, and it destroyed our bumper.
Oh jeez.
And it ripped our resonator out. Like, dude, it cost us $1,000 to fix our car.
Oh no way.
Yeah. So that was like I just got home from spending money in Maui and then boom.
Where were you?
On the freaking 101.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah.
So both of you be careful driving home this week, please.
That was sad.
Yeah.
I can't believe how much damage you did to the bumper. I wasn't even looking. I was looking at my phone, and Margot goes, "Oh my god!" And then I was like, and then I hear it, and I felt it, and it was like gnarly, right? I said, "Pull over, pull over the side of the road," and then because there wasn't anybody out, like there was a couple cars way behind us, but like it's late, it was like 10, so, it destroyed the bumper.
As well. Yeah. Glad you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was scary. Definitely scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, should
drive
we
safe during
sign off from here?
Yeah, everyone, drive safe during your holiday travels.
Try to get to Maui if you can this February, dude. Like, tickets $300, $330 round trip.
Really? Yeah. Come see us. We'll be there. We'll all be there at some point. So.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, happy holidays to everyone. And if you got a internship or a job or something after listening to us, let us know. We'd be so excited to hear about that.
Yup.
And thanks for following us and following us on Patreon.
Yeah, thanks everyone, and then have a safe and happy holiday period.
Bye.